Okay, we're still Saturday, June 2nd, and you may have just watched the video with the code scanner. So today we're going to diagnose that, well, not really diagnose, we're just going to do some things that could be causing the P0300 code on this is a 2.0 liter Mazda motor. It's a 2001 Mazda Protege. So if you have a 2.0 liter Mazda, this could be the culprit. Basically, that code, you can either have a bad PCV valve, which is located right here, right on top of the motor here. I don't know if we could zoom in and get right there, that little gizmo. Could be bad plugs, which are down the head here. And it could be bad coil packs, which there's two on this right here. Or it could be bad wires, which there are only two wires on this car. So you've got two coil packs, one goes to one plug each. And you got two wires and one goes to one plug each. So four plugs, two wires, two coils. That's it. Easiest car in the world so far to work on. So I'll show you how to change those. So if you're getting this code, if you've got over 70,000, 60,000 miles or so, this could be the culprit. Very common with these cars from what I've read. So we're going to go ahead and change them. They're cheap. Coils are Delco ones are 26 bucks each. You only need two of them. Plugs are for Duralast, are 25 bucks for the two, which is kind of expensive, but it's two. That's all you need. It's not 60 bucks. And then the PCV valve is $2. Plugs are OEM plugs are $1.99 each. So for less than 100 bucks, you can basically tune up your car. So the first thing we want to do is we want to loosen the coils here. And I've already got them kind of loose. There are just two bolts in each. Right here, right here. And then pull it out. Now keep this in order. So what we'll do is right now, we'll go ahead and change the plugs. I'm going to go get a plug wrench and we'll be right back. Okay. In the background there's a neighbor boy yelling for his mother, so apologize for that. We're going to go ahead and take the plug out. And the reason why we're doing this one at a time is just for the viewers and really myself, is so you don't get the wires mixed up. So you don't want to really get those mixed up. You'll have some issues. And it's kind of hard to mix them up on this car, but it can be done. So there we go. I'll go ahead and look at the plug when we get it yanked out of here. There you go. Looks like it's running a little lean. It's white. Doesn't look too bad, but we're going to go ahead and replace it. Here's the new one. It is pre-gapped. Go ahead and put that in there. Might want to run a little bit of anti-seize on the actual threads. So we'll go ahead and stick this plug back in there. Make sure you don't cross thread or anything like that. There we go. Okay, so that one's done. Then the next thing we could do, we could put the new coil in, which you can do that last, or you can do it now. We're going to go ahead and throw it in now. Here it is right here. And they're really hard to screw up, but they only go one way. They're both exactly the same. So the bolts go towards the front. There you go. Go ahead and stab that in there. And stick the bolts back in. So there's one coil done. You can see we've still got the other one dangling here. Now, good thing to do is we'll go move to this other one over here. With this other plug, go ahead and pull the wire off. There you go. So we know that goes on the end. So we can either reuse this wire or put a new one on. We're going to put a new one on, so we'll be right back. Okay, here are the new wires. I may have called them plugs inadvertently. I think I did that about 100 times today. I always do that. So these are the new ones. You've only got two. You've got one real short one. Well, we know it's not that one. And then we've got the longer one here. Now you might want to go ahead and take off this plastic coating here. It's just a little wire loom. That's so they don't overheat. We're going to go ahead and take this off. It just coils off. Can't do it with these gloves on, but we'll go ahead and put these on the new wires, so stay tuned. Okay, the next thing we want to do, we've got that shielding on that wire. We haven't put it on yet, so we're going to go ahead and take out this other plug way over here. Same way as we took out the first one. And we'll go ahead and jab a new plug in there. So we'll go ahead and finish this up, and we'll be right back. Okay, we've got the plug in there, and next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the new wire on. Again, you could probably pull all this apart very easily and figure out how it goes together, because there's really not a whole lot you can mess up. I'm just doing it step by step here to show you that, you know, in case you are worried about it, there's an easy way to, you know, to do it one little step at a time. So we'll go ahead and put the wire in. It goes in that end, and then it goes over to this end here. And you'll notice the other wire is real short, so there's not a whole lot, again, that you can really mess up on this. Go ahead and plug that in. Make sure you kind of hear it snap on there. And we'll go ahead and get the old coil off. Here's the old coil. There's a wire. Go ahead and unplug that and plug it into your new coil. Now, here's the other coil. The second coil. Also a little bit of information, if you have a 1.6 liter, you only have one coil. Same coil, you'll just only have one of them. I believe it's the same coil. Don't quote me on that actually. Pretty positive it's the same coil. So this one, take the bolts out, and it pulls out the same way. We'll go ahead and unplug the one wire. Maybe not. We'll unplug at least the electrical connection. And of course, this will be the one that gives you trouble. It's always the last. There we go. Jesus. Go ahead and pull the plug out, the actual wire and complete plug. We'll pull these out together. They do disconnect. There we go. Jeez. You can see where it plugs in right there. Of course, this will be the difficult one. And it kind of smells burnt, so this one could be the bad one. Yeah, it definitely smells burnt, and it's really hot compared to the other. So we'll go ahead and get the new ones in, so stay tuned. Okay, next thing is just to take these two plugs off. Got one here. Lost our socket. Loosen that one up, and one right here. We'll go ahead and get these out, jam the new ones in, and then we'll show you, which I'm sure by now you could figure out how easy it is, but we'll show you the final process, so stay tuned. Okay, the final step, here's the new coil, new wire. We're going to go ahead and put them together right now. Since we got a little bit tight space in there, make sure they're nice and plugged in together. Put them both. Make sure you hear them kind of snap. Of course, you may not hear the coil one snap. You should feel that one kind of snap. Go ahead and plug the coil in. There you go. And put your bolts in. You can run your wires. These coils come with these little, they're already attached to it, just little connectors here, or little tabs, so your wire is not resting on the motor. There you go. There's one that goes in the middle as well, which I don't know what I did with, but I'll find it eventually. And that's really it. we'll go ahead and snug these down, and then we'll show you how to replace that PCV valve, so stay tuned. The last step's a PCV valve. We'll actually zoom in on this right here. You just pull it out. It's pretty easy. Go ahead and get it off the hose. That may be the more difficult part. We'll turn it, see if we can get it to, there we go. There it is right there. The new one, like I said, they're $1.99. That one sounds okay. Go ahead and put the new one on. Push it in the hole. That's it. You're done. So, even with filming, I think this took about, well, if I wasn't blabbing, but it would have taken about 7 minutes probably, without the camera. Maybe not even that. Yeah, about 7 minutes probably. That's taking your time. So, we're all set. We're all ready to go. I did find that other connector there. And that's it. So, just a quick tune-up. Other things you would want to do is maybe change your serpentine belt. If that needs it. This one seems fine, which is over here. You know, air filter, that's already been done. Already has a new battery in it, came with that. Might want to flush the radiator, that kind of thing. But this is just a basic tune-up here. And we'll also want to clean our EGR valve, which we may do that too. I may do that in this video actually. So now I'll put that in another video possibly. So that could be another cause of the P0300. We're going to clean that as well, but I will put that in an entirely different video. So again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please post those below. Please subscribe. Thanks.